I think the key differentiating factor for me, for MessageGears, and I really hope that this is a pattern for other applications in the future, is it just works directly on my data. I don't have to, I already spend a lot of time and engineering resources bringing data into my warehouse. I don't then want to have to send it to somewhere else as well, unless I have to. I also really don't want to have to worry about the fact that if I'm sending it somewhere else, the copy that I send may get corrupted, may have problems, maybe doesn't update. I can't control through logical changes. So the beauty of MessageGears is I can just connect it directly to my data. It just uses what's there, which means that I really don't have to worry about trying to keep a third-party data set up to date. I don't have to audit it, I'm not spending engineering resources to try and maintain that pipeline, or I'm not paying for a third-party product to maintain that pipeline. And I think what that means at the end of the day is I can be more confident that what is getting sent through MessageGears is accurate, is up to date, is going to the right people at the right time with the right information included. And it also means that we can get more innovative. If I can produce a data point in the data warehouse, it's immediately available to use in MessageGears. So if I can write some SQL that comes out with a clever way of personalizing an email, I can use it immediately. I don't have to wait for an engineering path to integrate that and backfill a third-party system with that data before I can use it. I can use it same day. Again, I think it's around innovation and just speed of thought. It gives us that degree of flexibility around using new data points. It allows us to test things much more cheaply in the sense of kind of the time and effort put into to test something. And ideally with marketing, you want to be able to test rapidly and fail often. Right? It's very difficult to predict what will and won't work with people. Sometimes subtle changes have a big impact. Sometimes less subtle changes have no impact whatsoever. It's important that you can get the speed of innovation in your marketing messaging so that you can test a lot of different things to improve it for people. The other key thing it allows me to do is personalize message content easily. Right? So I can try different things for different groups of people down to the individual level, again, very quickly, very cheaply, without significant engineering effort, data movement effort. And again, it allows me to fail quickly, find out what works, what doesn't work, and move the platform forward. I think it's, I was talking to my head of email about this the other day. It's an interesting shift. If you look previously, we were always constrained in our email messages by what was available, right? Like what can we get and what will we put in our email? We're now almost at the other extreme of the problem where there's so much available to him. He's asking me to filter it back so that it's manageable, right? Like he can use almost anything. So the the technology is kind of taken out of the way. And rather than thinking, well, we'd like to do this, can the technology do it? It's kind of like we can just assume the technology can do anything we want. Now, what do we really want to do? And what is our best plan moving forwards? And I think, Rakuten Rewards isn't a huge company. We don't have, hundreds of people just sitting there helping engineer email programs. That flexibility, that ability to be able to just think, what do we want to do, and trust that the technology can do it, is a fairly fundamental game changer for us. I think, the combination of MessageGears and Snowflake just allows us the flexibility and to be able to think about what we want to do rather than worrying about what the technology can do and then figuring out the best that we can do with the technology, within the technology constraints. Once you put MessageGears on top of Snowflake, you can do pretty much anything you can think about, and the technology just gets out of the way. And you can move forward designing the program as you want to design it. I think this goes back to the comment I was making earlier about learning fast, failing fast. You're not always going to be able to predict what's going to work. So to be constantly innovating, to be constantly improving, from my point of view, the experience for our members, making content more relevant, making it more timely, making it more what they're interested in looking at, and helping them actually find what they need on Rakuten Rewards comes down to being able to rapidly try different things, different email content through MessageGears, different timing powered by machine learning on top of Snowflake, and being able to combine those two seamlessly. It just allows a range of testing options, a range of flexibilities, so that we can make plans down to the individual level as to how to deliver the best content at the best time to those individuals, to really have a marketing and a communication plan that works for the member, rather than us trying to fit a member into some kind of prototypical template.